What's up everyone, this is the fourth video I'm doing at 3 a.m. Tonight I'm going to be rapping on people's instrumentals that I think are amazing rappers that have died pretty recently. There's been a couple that have been crazy to me, that have been beyond belief and made me want to rap today, and they're gone now. Like when I thought in a couple years, when I make it, when I'm bigger, when I'm more respected, that I could do work with these people, we'll make great work together. I was so inspired to make work with them, but still, we're going to be doing that for them today. I'm going to be doing Mac Miller since 2 nights ago was his memorial concert. I was going to try to go, but the tickets, by the time they got on sale, they were like $1,000. And I live in Cleveland, Ohio, and it was in Los Angeles, so it would have been a couple $100 plane ticket on top of the $1,000 plane or ticket for the show, so it's ridiculous. But it was dope seeing it live. Everyone paying respect to him. We're gonna do Mac Miller. We're gonna do XX. So X was like a big, I don't want to say inspiration to me because I was already writing and doing what I do and had my own style thought of. But X was like very innovative. I loved listening to him towards the end of like 2018 to 2017 area. When I first heard him, I was a hater, probably like most people that didn't really look into what he was doing, just heard the loudest ones that people would play and be like, what is this? Like, they're not even trying. Which, some shit he wouldn't really try, but some shit he had so much powerfulness in all of the songs, a lot of the songs. There's a lot of power in him and his music, and it's sad that he died so young when he could have made some great shit in the future. And then for some older rappers, I'm gonna try to do Craig Mack. Craig Mack was signed to Bad Boy. He helped out a lot there. Did a lot of music, did a lot of new shit. Came out with like a funky style that wasn't really being done with his lyricalness or spitting that style, except for like Busta Rhymes was kind of like that. Tribe Called Quest, but he was more, I don't know, gritty New York sound instead of like just bopping. He was more telling like, "Don't fuck with me." But yeah, Craig Mack, and then one of my biggest inspirations ever, Fife Dog from Tribe Called Quest. Tribe Called Quest is my favorite music group of all time. Period. I'm biggest fan of them possible. Listen to them every day. Fife was my favorite rapper of all time. He inspired me so much. Some of his lines were crazy, and the fact that he saw himself like as a short dude, but he would always mention that he's short, but he's the best rapper. Y'all can't fuck with him because of that. You can say he's short, but you can't beat him at rap back in the day, or fuck with what he was doing, or their movement, or what they were doing. They were doing such great things and being such innovators. I really wish I could have saw them, or obviously worked with them eventually. I really wish I would have saw a Tribe Called Quest show before he would have passed away. But we'll start with Mac. Mac Miller has, I feel like me and him have the same type of style for beats, like just weirdness and just everything about him. A lot of the beats I do are Mac Miller type beats when it's a type beat, you know. But I always was so inspired by him ever since I heard him. I heard him middle school ish area, so like I was listening to him since he was really relevant around, you know. But I think a little before like the big hits came out to where he was like nationwide huge. But and then became worldwide huge. But he was huge inspiration. Always listening to him and his lyrical ability when I was so fascinated by it back in the day. Still am. But where I looked up Mac Miller instrumentals, Right off the bat, we got Diablo, Programs, Rain, Wings. That's a remake. I really like Wings. Wings is one of my favorite songs off the latest album he did, Swimming. I mean, I like a lot of songs out there, but Wings is like very different, and I like that the beat of it, where it's like the guitar plucking against the string. I think that's what it would be with like some distortion on it, and it sounds really dope to me. And just him singing on top of that sounds really nice to me. There's a Red Dot Music, Nike's on My Feet, Buttons, Inertia. I really like that Inertia. I'm gonna check out if the Inertia sounds good. So it's reproduced by someone, like most beats are, but we'll see how good of a job he did. I think it's a little different, but it sounds dope, but I definitely don't think that's how it sounded exactly. What's the use? It sounds a little different. Okay, I went out to the comments and some of them are saying, yeah, that's not the same bass line at all. So, yeah, I really fucked with that bass line. Fight the Feeling. We're rapping to Fight the Feeling. That's a fact right there. So, we're gonna start ready. 10 minutes in. Let's go. Close your eyes. This song was insane to me when I first heard this song. I was blown away at this beat and just how they rap on it and Kendrick on it. I was like, Kendrick. But shit was wild. Just being a kid, hearing this shit again, and then just thinking about first time you hear this shit and what you felt. It's nuts. Alright. I'm gonna restart because I keep on talking and not saying it right before. Okay. It's got the chorus. It's fire. It's got Max doing that too. That's pretty crazy. So what I wrote so far is so like I know this verse starts with Max saying watch me do the Macarena. So I wanted to sounds a lot cooler because the name is Mac. I never thought of that, put that together. Watch me do the Macarena. But I started it like watch me do the Millie Rock because that's like the newer dance move. But it's not goofy, I guess. But it's not as good of the line as Macarena. But it's like watch me do the Millie Rock, boy. Just stop. You ain't on any black release right now, cause I've been on my real hustle. That ain't obviously how the flow's gonna be, but you understand. I just want to go on Kendrick's verse. I'm not gonna lie, they spit fucking really good on this fucking song. Okay, what I wrote so far is I think I just did that at the same exact spot both times. It's like watch me do the Millie Rock. Boy, just stop, you ain't on any black. Well, at least right now, cause I've been on my real hustle, trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel like a muscle. Sometimes I feel a muzzle. This shit is such a puzzle. But all I know is if I keep on working, then I'm certain one day my pockets won't be hurting. I ain't doing it for that though. I'm doing it for rap ho. I'm doing this cause this is my release. Every time I write a piece, this is every king of beats. It's the best side, opposite of the west side. That's what I got so far. I don't know why I'm gonna stop trying to flow it, because obviously that's not the point where it's at. So it's not gonna flow. And you're not hearing it if I'm just trying to rap it. Right, so I should stop doing that, probably. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way up to the thing because would like to put the 4 rappers in this, so I'd like to finish writing within the next few minutes and then rap it so I can get on to probably X. Alright, I think I'm done. Like I said, they're gonna be smaller verses for this video because I'm trying to get 4 in, but I think we got something solid. I'm gonna read it to myself once and then go through. feeling. Okay. I fixed a little bit just because I wanted it to flow better at the last couple lines, but I'm gonna do it one more time and then we about to go. Watch it do the rain, watch stop the rain on it. Black water reaching up the running on my wheel. Hustle trying to muscle it. Watch it trying to feel the muscle. You shit is such a fuck. Always about to watch it. Alright, I wanted to fix it a little more, but now I know we got it. Good. Watch me won't be hurting. I ain't doing this for that though. Doing this for that though. Alright, we're gonna try it. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop, you ain't on any block. Well, it is right now, cause I've been on my real hustle, trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel a muzzle. This shit is such a puzzle, but all I know is if I keep working that, I'm certain one day my pockets won't be hurting. I ain't doing it for that though, I'm doing it for rap ho. I'm doing this cause this is my release. Every time I write a piece, like the King of Bees, it's the best side. I'm still up the west side, mine slow on my way to the show, and I know how this is about to go. Y'all should know how I rock a stage since the first one I made them rage. Everybody stands up, hands up. Before I'm on the stage, the nervous, so feeling on stage, my confidence to the ceiling. You can't fight the feeling. That's what it is, but we'll try that again because that was pretty damn horrible. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop, you ain't on any block. Will it restart now? I don't even know what I just said. That was wild. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop, I'm on it. I thought I didn't actually say that for the first line, so my bad. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop, you ain't on any block. Well, it is right now, cause I've been on my real hustle, trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel... Me trying to write but not writing English. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop you ain't on any black. Well, it is right now, cause I've been on my real hustle. Trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel a muzzle. And this shit is such a puzzle. And it's a slow flow. I'm so not used to. Accidentally clicked on the next beat. I'm so not used to spinning the slow that I can't do it almost. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop you ain't on any block. Well, at least right now, cause I've been on my real hustle. Trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel a muzzle. This shit is such a puzzle. All I know is that if I keep on working, then I'm certain one day my pockets won't be hurting. I ain't doing it for that though, I'm doing it for rap ho. I'm doing this cause this is my release. Every time I write a piece, it's like I became a beast. It's the best high opposite of the west side. I'm riding slow, I'm on way to a show, and I know how this shit's about to go. Y'all know how I rock a stage. Ever since the first one, I made them rage. Everybody stands up, hands up. Before I'm on stage, I'm nervous, my skin peeling on stage. My confidence on the ceiling, you can't fight the feeling. That's where it was supposed to end, but I went slower than I was supposed to earlier, so. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop you ain't on any block. Well, at least right now, cause I've been on my real hustle. Trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel a muzzle. This shit is such a puzzle. All I know is if I keep working, that I'm certain one day my pockets won't be hurting. Won't be hurting. One day my pockets won't be hurting. I just gotta catch that groove, bro. I'm so robotic right now, sounding. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop you ain't on any block. Well, at least right now, cause I've been on my real hustle. Trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel a muzzle. This shit is such a puzzle. All I know is if I keep on working, that I'm certain one day my pockets won't be hurting. I ain't doing it for that though, I'm doing it for rap ho. I'm doing this shit cause this is my release. Every time I write a piece, it's like I became a beast. It's the best opposite of the west side. I'm riding slow, I'm on my way to a show, and I know how this shit's about to go. Y'all should know I rock a stage. Since the first one, I made them rage. Everybody stands up, hands up. Before I'm on stage, so nervous, my skin peeling. On stage, my confidence on the ceiling. You can't fight the feeling now. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time because that was shoddy, but. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop you ain't on any block. Well, at least right now, cause I've been on my real hustle. Trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel a muzzle. This shit is such a puzzle. All I know is if I keep working, that I'm certain one day my pockets won't be hurting. I ain't doing it for that though, I'm doing it for rap ho. I'm doing this cause this is my release. Every time I write a piece, it's like I became a beast. It's the best high opposite of the west side. I'm running slow on my way to a show, and I know how this shit's about to go. Y'all should know how I rock a stage. Everybody knows since I don't even know where I was getting everybody or any of those words. Watch me do the Millie Rock, boy, just stop you ain't on any block. Well, at least right now, cause I've been on my real hustle. Trying to muscle up the right words, but sometimes I feel a muzzle. This shit is such a puzzle. All I know is if I keep working, that I'm certain one day my pockets won't be hurting. I ain't doing it for that though, I'm doing it for rap ho. I'm doing this shit cause this is my release. Every time I write a piece, it's like I became a beast. It's the best high opposite of the west side. I'm riding slow, I'm on my way to a show, and I know how this shit's about to go. Y'all should know I'll rock a stage. Since the first one, I made them rage. Everybody stands up, hands up. Before I'm on the stage, so nervous, my skin peeling. On stage, my confidence on the ceiling. You can't fight the feeling now. I think that one sounded good. I think we're gonna go with that one. Just cause I wanna keep moving. We're at the 30-minute mark, one done. So we're going to X. I fuck with a lot of fucking X beats too. I've actually wrote a whole song to an X beat, not knowing it's an X beat already. So after I found out it's an X beat, I had to scratch that shit off, and I just had to scratch it. But it was cool. I liked the beat a lot. I liked writing to it. So right off the bat, I see Carry On. I see Look at Me. Jocelyn Flores. I think I might do Jocelyn Flores because I fuck with that one a lot. Might be a little sad right now. I don't want to be too sad. Riot. I like this beat a lot. So if it's done right, we might go with Riot. Ski mask, bro. So I fucks with this heavy, but I don't like how many drops it has. Because it's going off of X's rapping. Obviously, they dropped it after the fact when they fucked his lines like that. So usually it's not as fun when you have to write to a beat with drops in it already, because then you have to like schedule out those drop spots. And I'm not trying to work through all that right now. So Vice City, I fuck with heavy. I think we're gonna go with Vice City. Buried under deeper ground. Yeah, we're gonna do Vice City. So I'm just gonna start a new verse. Buried under deeper ground. Okay, well I got quite a bit so far, so I'll tell you what I wrote during that. I wrote, as I begin to write, it only feels right to say rip to Mac, X, and Fife. Really brought rap to life. Real artists. Losing them, those days were the hardest. Y'all always gonna be played regardless. Dead or alive, legends in the top 5, without a doubt. The amount of people they affected, put yourself in their perspective. Okay, what I got since then was uh without a doubt, the amount of people they affected. Put yourselves in their perspective. What they have done as a collective can never be matched. Shit, I'm so attached, but that's what happens when rap saved you on a road. But I'm trying to make it paved new. Like I said, like on a already paved road, like shit's already made for you. But I'm trying to say, I'm trying to redo it. You know? On a road, but I'm trying to make it paved new. Cause this shit's my destiny. Don't question me, I'm on my way. I don't care what the haters say. If you heard a word when I play, you would be blown away. Just because I think so many people like look at songs that I've released, but they haven't like listened. Like I know I haven't had the best quality. Still figuring that out. Was still figuring that out for the past 2 years of different studios, different recording areas, different getting my confidence up, getting everything up, getting my lyrics up, getting my flow down, getting everything. So past 2 years, I want to say it was practice, but it really was. But shit, like I was really spitting for the past 2 years. Like honestly, my lyrical ability is limitless. I think. I'm crazy lyrical. I don't think you could take my past two mixtapes or any of the music I made in the past 2 years, and there's lines in there that I don't think anyone from Cleveland, Ohio, let alone Ohio, let alone anywhere around is writing like that. I got crazy punchlines, I got crazy bars, but I can keep sleeping. Obviously, I don't have that many bars in these things, but I take what fucking 20 minutes to write a fucking verse. So of course, I'm not gonna be loaded up with bars, but that shit don't take me long to write either. Like, but I'm not gonna sit here and just be writing, and not say shit to you guys, you know. I need to write a little bit more. I don't think I got too much more to get done. It's about the same. It's getting to the same size as the Mac one, so we'll end before too long. Long way. Come to think about it, I think I wrote a verse to this beat like maybe a year to 2 years ago. I think it was pretty dope. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna spit what I've got for you guys just to see real quick after this if I have my written still, and then I'll maybe spit that written for you guys real quick. a few times. Try that out. I'm gonna see how far this goes, though. So if this is only a few seconds worth of shit, then I'm obviously gonna keep writing. It's 4:21. I fucked up. Okay, it goes to right there with that little beat drop on, so we'll spit it. I'm not gonna go back to that all the way through that every time now, so. As I begin to write, it only feels right to say rip the X, Mac, X, and Fife. As I begin to write, it only feels right to say rip to Mac, X, and Fife. Really brought rap to light. Real artists, losing them those days were the hardest. Always regardless dead or alive, legends in the top 5 without a doubt. The amount of people that they affected. Put yourself in their perspective, what they've done as a collective. Can never be mad, shit, I'm so attached, but that's what happens when rap saved you. On a road, I'm trying to make it pave me, cause this is my destiny, don't question me, I'm on my way. I don't care what the haters say, if you heard a word when I play, you would be blown away, even what I've shown today. So I fucked up in the beginning, but I wanted to just get through it one time just to hear it. So now you know I got it within the next 2 tries. As I begin to write, it only feels right to say rip to Mac, X, and Fife. Really brought rap to life, real artists, losing them those days were the hardest. Y'all always gonna play regardless, dead or alive. Legends in the top 5 without a doubt. The amount of people that they affected. Put yourself in their perspective. What they have done as a collective can never be matched. Shit, I'm so attached, but that's what happens when rap saved you. On a rover, I'm trying to make it pave new, cause this is my destiny, don't question me, I'm on my way. I don't care what the haters say, if you heard a word of what I play, you'll be blown away, even what I've shown today. I wasn't bad, but I'm gonna do it one more time just so we get that perfect. Those are pretty fucking good for first 2 tries. I know I'm touching my face a lot for some reason, it's fucking touchy. As I begin to write, it only feels right to say rip to Mac, X, and Fife. Really brought rap to life, real artists, losing them those days were the hardest. You're always gonna be played regardless, dead or alive. Legends in the top 5 without a doubt. The amount of people they affected. Put yourself in their perspective, what they have done as a collective can never be matched, and I'm so attached, but that's what happens when rap saved you. I'm on a road, but I'm trying to make it pave new. Shit, this is my destiny. Fucked up. That's probably kind of crazy that I got it that nice the first 2 times and then fuck up. But we'll do it one more time. As I begin to write, only feels right to say Mac. I'm sorry, so early. It went so off well. This one does kind of a pause at the beginning. That's crazy. As I begin to write, it only feels right to say rip to Mac, X, and Fife. Really brought rap to life. Real artists, I'm losing up. We're gonna try again though. We're gonna get that A1. Buried under deeper ground. As I begin to write, it only feels right to say rip to Mac, X, and Fife. Really brought rap to life. Real artists, losing them those days were the hardest. Y'all always gonna be played regardless, dead or alive. Legends in the top 5 without a doubt. The amount of people that they affected. Put yourself in their perspective, what they've done as a collective can never be matched. Shit, I'm so attached, but that's what happens when rap saved you. On a road, but I'm trying to make it paved. Cause this is my destiny, don't question me, I'm on my way. I don't care what the haters say, if you heard a word when I play, you will be blown away, even what I've shown today. I want to do it one more time just to get A1, and then we're gonna go to my written real quick because we got time. As I begin to write, it only feels right to say rip the Mac X and 5 really brought rap to life. Real artists losing them, those days were the hardest. You're always gonna be played regardless, dead or alive. Legends in the top 5 without a doubt. The amount of people they affected, put yourself in their perspective. What they have done as a collective can never be matched. Shit, I'm so attached, but it's what happens when rap saved you. On a road, I'm trying to make it pave new, cause this is my destiny. Don't question me, I'm on my way. I don't care what the haters say. If you heard a word when I play, you would be run away, even what I've shown today. Yeah, that sounds fucking good. But I'm gonna let this shit play real quick while I look for my that Vice City that I already wrote. I wonder if I named it Vice City. Damn. This feeling buried under deeper ground. I didn't name it Vice City because back in the day I would just write and just keep going. So I'm just kind of looking for a thing that looks familiar or something that gives me an idea that was that time. I think I'm too far back at this point. I'm back September 29, 2016. I don't think that's right. I think I found it. Yep. I found it. Let's spit this real quick. I'm gonna try, because it says 10/2 2017 was the last time I read this, or altered it at all. So, October 6th, so literally over a year ago, is the last time I read this. These vices got me lifeless, wanna wear a knife as I might just turn righteous just for something new to get me through this blue point of view. Feels like there's nothing I can do, it's all up to you. Will they love me when I die? Put me on their shirt like tie-dye, or just say bye-bye like this kid ain't really shit. He ain't never spare, will every song be a hit? When I rot in a bit, like is this really it? All life has to get, then I don't really wanna live. I'm about to go on live at 5 just to show my drive and thrive from my passion. Every rapper I'm passing, we not clashing, my pennies crushing. I'm gassing while I'm fasting my ass and I'm an assassin. I just copy paste, like good beats of waste. Clear minds just must be safe. Shit must be laced. Everybody on drugs feeling numb. Now listening to words just a drum. Go read the book. Go inside and look. I'm shook at how long it took for them to bite the hook. It smells so hickory. How trickery. You had them to victory. And my path is slippery. Just my luck. I won't be stuck. I gotta drive like a truck. I don't give a fuck. While you sleep, I'm up working, but making while you're drinking. I'm in front of the curtain. Certain it's hurting for a brighter season or even a reason. It feels like treason. Drowning in the helpless feeling, beats stealing while I'm the ceiling, trying to start healing, but I'm buried under the deeper ground. Trying to make sounds that I found while I was messing around dream bound. All these rappers are mumbling, trying to change the same, keep stumbling, they keep fumbling. So hungry my stomach's rumbling. So high I walk through the sky, my planes never dry till I die. I'm a fly, I'm the type of guy that always try till I get it right. So I always write, never let my skill hike. Always take flight, past sight. I'm not afraid to fight for what's mine. So I work on every line until I see a sign, and I'm amazed when they fit. I'm not phased, not even grace. It's always a miss if they try to diss. You can hear them, they just a snake. You could tell the fake, don't make a mistake. Break what to take. Face tags, cover my face mask. For attention, for a mention, just to get you a share. When I make something that's right, it ain't fair. I wanna pull out my hair. They ain't really out here. They've been rapping for a year. Knew something in the career. If you good, fear, just look in the mirror. It's clear we are not alike. I kill the mic. Shit's blasting through the speakers. I sneak this right now. Now there's a guy bars for the kids. You got tattoos on the eyes. If there's any left over, you can throw them in the fridge. I'm the bastard, even if my shit ain't massive. I'ma get a Grammy. If not, poor serious, what plan? We gotta get this money from my family. These rappers only care about the money. That's why I wanna make it past 2020. I'ma spit into the 2080s. Foaming at the mouth like I got rabies. Fucking on these ladies, trying to get a Mercedes while they play these songs. My head's spinning with the wrongs, trying to get to do it really long. And that's music, and I'm always gonna use it. I'm always gonna spit a hard bar, even when I got along in the car. Just like I'm a star, not too long till I am, cause I know I go ham. I'm about to spit on the gram. Damn, she got me like, damn. Yeah, so I did that whole song. I forgot I wrote to the whole song. So that's a lot of fucking rap. But I'm gonna just do it one more time through, just so you guys can hear some of this shit. And then if you fucked with it, cool. If you didn't, cool. But I think it sounds dope, especially if I practice it a few times and then got it solid. It would sound. Whew. These vices got me lifeless, wanna wear a knife as I might just turn righteous just for something new to get me through this blue point of view. Feels like there's nothing I can do, it's all up to you. Will they love me when I die? Put me on their shirt like tie-dye, or just say bye-bye like this kid ain't really shit. He ain't never spit, or will every song be a hit when I rot in the pit? Is this really it? All life has to give, then I don't really wanna live. I'm about to go on live in 5 just to show my drive and thrive. For my passion, every rapper I'm passing, we not crashing, the pants crash. That's why I keep guessing while I fast my ass and I'm assassin. Just copy and paste, making good beats of waste. Their minds just be spaced. Their shit must be laced, they like the taste. They straight up dumb. Everybody just on drugs, feeling numb, not listening to words, just a drum. Go read a fucking book, go outside and look. I'm shook at how long it took for them to bite the hook. It's not so hickory, I'll trickery, led them to victory. While my path is slippery, just my luck, but I won't be stuck. I gotta drive like a truck. I don't give a fuck. While you sleep, I'm up, working, beat, murking, while I'm jerking. I'm in front of the curtain. This is for me, I'm certain, right until my hands hurt. I'm looking for a brighter season or even a reason. Feels like treason. Drowning in the helpless feeling, beats stealing, trying to paint the ceiling, trying to start healing. But I'm buried under the deeper ground, trying to make it sound that if I was messing around. Now I'm dream bound. All these rappers keep mumbling. I try to stand up on my own 2 feet, but keep stumbling. They keep fumbling. So hungry, my stomach's rumbling. I'm so high, I walk through the sky, my brain's never dry. Till I die, I'm a fly. I'm the type of guy that always try to get it right. Always right, never lie. My skills high, will always stay fight past sight, cause I'm not afraid to fight. For what's mine, so I work on every line until I see a sign. And I'm amazed when they spit, I'm not phased, not even grace. It's always a miss. If they try to diss, you can hear them hiss. It's just a snake. You could try to fake, don't make a mistake. I can break. They just handle half of me. Face test. For attention, for a mention, just to get you to share. Why I make something that is rare, it ain't fair. I just wanna pull out my hair. They ain't really out here, they only rapping for a year. Knew some people now they got a career. If you ain't good yet, you ain't good, you're not my peer. Just look in the mirror, it's clear we are not alike. I killed the mic when shit's blasting through the speakers. So you can secrets, spin, God, oof. Yeah, this last part, I gotta practice a few times before I just try to flow that out to that, especially because I got that. I try to bust that flow out when that little harmonizing goes on. But yeah, I wrote in about 10 minutes. I wrote to that end of that first harmonizing part, so a minute deep into that in about 10 minutes. A minute's worth of shit, 10 minutes. And then I showed the written for it, and I think I showed a good amount of it. Probably never gonna really put it out unless so many people see this and like put it fucking out. But I doubt that many people are gonna see this, and I doubt that many people are gonna say put it fucking out. But I could practice it a few more times, put it out if I really want to. It does sound dope. Looking back at it, it's got some bars I like looking back at it. So on to Fife. So I am going to just do a Tribe Called Quest beats because they inspired me so much, and that's where he inspired me so much, and that's where I found him and all that shit, you know. So I'm just gonna do a Tribe Called Quest beats, and with them, I like am mind blown how many amazing instrumentals they have. Amazing instrumentals. Probably one of my favorite groups or rap anything. Period. Rap artists to have that many beats that I like is ridiculous. Like, there's more good than bad times 6. There's not even a ratio. With other rappers, there's such ratios of I didn't really fuck with that, or it's not so original sounding, or it just sounds like the same flute as someone else's fucking flute with the 87 fucking flute beats that there are these days. So I think Tribe really fucking came out with such original beats all the time on every project. There were so many. Even though they're all sample based, they were so good and original. They sound so crazy. So we're gonna pick some. So I searched it up. Electric Relaxation is in there. I like that one a lot, but Logic already did this. So, but he did just kind of do a whole story about chick type thing. It might probably won't be a story about chick. But I fuck with his beat heavy. I fuck with Logic and how he did that back in the day. Young Sinatra's were the best thing. So, Scenario's like their biggest song, obviously. But this beat's really good. But I think it's so many people have rapped on it that it'd be doper to rap on. Something that people just haven't rapped on 150 times, you know? We the People from their newest album, the newest and last album. I really fucked with this album. I'm really glad that they got good recording in a fight before that could have happened. We the People. I'm just gonna show that you could waste your time with. Check the Rhyme. One of my favorite songs by them of all time, for sure. They already know what I'm doing next. They got Craig Mack in the autoplay. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we're doing this one. I hear bugging out real quick, just to decide which one I'm rapping on. Because bugging out is one of my favorites too. Bugging out is so good. Bugging out, bugging out, bugging out, bugging out, bugging out, bugging out. I think we're gonna do Check the Rhyme. Just because I've been more excited. I didn't even honestly look up Tribe Called Quest instrumentals before, so I didn't even know they had Check the Rhyme. I wouldn't expect them to have Check the Rhyme, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I think I'm right on that. Uh, uh, uh. Back in the days. Okay, so this song, I'm probably giving away some future shit that I probably shouldn't give out, but it's dope. Ideas that I've been having. I want to sample this song, cut it up myself, do all that shit, because I've done a little bit of sampling and shit like that before by myself, or with help of, obviously, with help of producers, but it's been my ideas with people. And I want to cut up this instrumental and then do it with my friend that I'm trying to, that they're obviously going to be an OnPoint Records shit because they're my good friends and they're very much into rap, not as much I would say, but heavily into rap, showing me a lot of rap, I show them a lot of rap. We all just are hip hop heads in a circle. That's why we're such good friends. But I want to say, because they say you're on point, Fife, and you're on point, Tip, and all the time, whatever, to whoever's saying it back and forth. But I want to say you're on point, Tiller, all the time, because on point. So I just think that's dope. Since the moment I heard that, I was like, on point. But I just want to give that a little background because I just love that. It's like you're on point, Fight. Just want to be you're on point, Tiller, all the time. Here we go. We're gonna spark one for this one. don't know what just happened. That's where it ends. That is the most random endpoint I've ever heard in my life. That is nuts how it just ends there. I just realized I didn't show you guys anything I had so far. Okay. How they start a song, I'm pretty sure, as I remember, it's Q-Tip going back in the days. I can't remember what the fucking where he says, but back in the days, somewhere. So I'm saying it. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was either hot or straight to the cold season. It's either. Okay. I'll try to flow it for you real quick. Where that's it for? Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Check the vibe, check the vibe, check the vibe, yo. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was frozen. And for some reason, I want to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no brakes and no weights. I'm try to flow what I got for you guys so far. I wrote a lot more. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was. Sorry about that. I just smoked, so. Probably gotta clear my throat once or twice. Happens sometimes. And you smoke a fresh blunt. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was frozen. And for some reason, I would want to drive 40 minutes in the snow. I already fucked it up. Well, I had it so good the first time. Days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing, frozen. And for some reason, wow, I didn't think of that. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no brakes and no plates and no brakes. I'm gonna get this A1 just to get through. See how it sounds. Where I'm at. It's not too far off though. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I could go and record a new flow over a beat that is slow. I'm just gonna wait to flow it all the way down. If I do this all day, I'm gonna take all day to finish the verse. So we're just gonna do it all at the end. Okay. Over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but that didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited it was ignited by the shit that I wrote. All I know is every word would float off my tongue and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff. With every letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use at any time I step into a room. I could cause doom. That's what I got so far. So that's pretty. That's a little shorter than what I've got so far in the other shit. So I'm gonna write a little more, and then we're gonna start practicing it. That goes to Craig Mack. How crazy is that, though? Drop the new flavor in your ear. Do I rap on flavor in your ear? That's pretty crazy. So many people did that one. I feel like I can't do the most overused. Even though that beat is so nice. That beat is so nice. I'm gonna stop there. Even though I kind of don't like where I was going with it, I just got caught up in what I was writing and knew I could keep going with it. But I went pretty deep into that. Back, back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no place and no break. I'm glad I got water. We're gonna try that again. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. I wasn't on my spot for the second time in a row. My bad. Jesus Christ. Third time. It's hard to get your notes from YouTube that quick. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Summer was hot and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season and it was freezing. And for some reason I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but they didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff with every letter. The shit got better. I knew I had a weapon. I could use it anytime I step into a room. I could cause doom, so I make tape would come soon and hand me over the moon. I could create a vibe, and my crew was alive. I felt like tribe when I. Okay, one more time. Jesus. Jesus. Give me a second. Right. Y'all really need to chill. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot and it... This is why that pissed me off. Because it took me 20 seconds to fuck up the first 10 seconds. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Summer was over or the leaves were leaving. Damn it, see, I did it again. Here we go. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season and it was freezing. And for some reason I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I could go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but they didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff and with every letter. I think I need to smoke the full blunt. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I could go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but then it stopped me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was though I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff in it with every letter. Shit got better. I knew I had a weapon, and with every letter, the shit got better. It's crazy that's taking me the longest, even though it's like rolling off my tongue almost. This is a really bad word. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no brakes and no plates. I was kind of flowing different, so I was kind of like fucking with it a little bit, but I wanted to get off it just because I knew where it was supposed to be. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I could go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, and then it stopped me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I read or wrote. But I was again, I was flowing different again, and it was fucking with me in the back of my mind. So I just really need to chillax and do what I'm supposed to do, because I could do this probably first try if I really stop fucking with myself mentally. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I could go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but then it stopped me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff, and with each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon. I could use it anytime I step into a room. I could cause doom, so a mixtape came soon. And me over the moon, I had a creative vibe. I didn't read it once over. That might be what's slipping me up. I just went right into it because I practiced it the first 2 times, but I didn't even practice the last one that I wrote to even get. So why don't we just read it one time over? So, she got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use, and anytime I step into a room, I could cause doom. So Mr. came soon, had me over the moon. I created a vibe, and I created a vibe, and soon had me over the moon. I created a vibe, my crew was alive, so I felt like having a sun first day open night. Open night, move like for a fact. Chickens in the stack, and so I need to be back, impressed. I'm suppressed, sad, I'm suppressed, I love Stella. With the tell I worked before born and I was only when I'm alone. Right before I'm alone and I was only one alone. I myself on Thursday, open air, and I was ready for a fact, so I got my tickets in a stack. Okay. We got aces one this time. And then we're gonna do a quick night. Quick night. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I could go and record a new flow over record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes. That didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I knew is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff, and with each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon every time that I would step in. My notes just fucking closed on me in the middle of fucking rapping. That pissed me off so much. It was going so well, and I just fucking closed the fucking note. Why would it close the fucking note? I literally have no idea why I would close the fucking note by itself. That pissed me off. Can't believe it would do that. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes. That didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was up. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff, and with each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon that I could use anytime I step into a room. I could consume, so a mixtape came soon and had me over the moon. I had created the vibe, my crew was live. I felt like Trap. Then I saw Bone Thugs near the opening act. I knew it was ready for a fact, so I got tickets in the stack. I knew I needed more, I'd be back. They were impressed, they said I was the best solo seller. I went to my mom, I couldn't wait to tell her. So I went right before Bone, and I was the only one alone. Now every day I use my pen like the day will come again. Few fuck ups, but we'll have it within 2 tries. The next 2 tries. I thought it was next one. My bad. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over. Fuck myself. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow on a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes. That didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow on my tongue, and it was up. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff, and with each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use anytime I step into a room. Within 2 tries. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but that didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it's ignited by the shit that I wrote or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was up. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff. With each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use anytime I stepped into a room. I could cause doom, and it makes it came soon, and it had me over the moon. So I created a vibe. My career was live, felt like Trap. And something I need to clear my throat again, so I was half out of breath that whole fucking last part, and I am really getting sick of fucking getting shit stuck in my throat, bro. I got the worst ones ever. I'm guessing it just causes phlegm all fucking day. Smoking blunts probably don't help. I don't give a fuck. I smoke blunts. So don't fucking do my shit like, oh, you smoke blunts. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, Summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no brakes and no place, but then it stopped me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited that it was a night from the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow on my tongue and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff with each letter. The shit got better. And with each letter, the shit got better. And with each letter, the shit got better. And with each letter, the shit got better. Fuck! Not counting right. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but that didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word float on my tongue, and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff. And with each letter, shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use anytime I stepped into a room. I could cause doom, so a mixer came soon and had me over the moon. I created a vibe, my crew was alive, I felt like John. Then I saw Bone Thugs need an opening act. I knew I was ready for a fact, so I got my tickets in the stack. I knew I needed more, I'd be back. They were impressed, I said I was best solo seller. Yeah, I was that close to having that perfect, except for the last. I got 5 lines after that, so we are literally on it. We're done. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but then it stopped me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, I was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff. When each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use anytime I stepped into a room. I could cause doom, so a mixer came soon and had me over the moon. I created a vibe, my crew was alive, I felt like John. Then I saw Bone Thugs need an open act. I knew I was ready for a fact, so I got my tickets in the stack. I knew I needed more, I'd be back. They were impressed, they said I was the best solo seller. Went to my mama, couldn't wait to tell her. I went straight before Bone, went right before Bone, then went right before Bone, and I was the only one alone. Now, went right before Bone, and I was the only one alone. Now every day I use my pen like come again. Okay, we are there. I promise. This might be the last one, guys. I'm sorry, Craig Mack, but it's late. Back in the days in the city of Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I could go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes. That didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was up. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff, and with each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use anytime I stepped into a room. I could cause doom, so a mixer came soon and had me over the moon. I created a vibe, my crew was alive, I felt like John. Then I saw Bone Thugs need an opening act. I knew I was ready for a fact, so I got my tickets in the stack. I knew I needed more, I'd be back. They were impressed, they said I was the best solo seller. Went to my mom, I couldn't wait to tell her. I went right before Bone, and I was the only one I know. Now every day I use my pen like that day will come again. That was perfect, but we're doing it one more time. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Just because I kind of just canceled on Craig Mack. I feel bad. R.I.P. Craig Mack. Still a big fan. Still love you. Promise. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I wanted to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but then it stopped me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was though I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff. And with each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use anytime I step into a room. I could cause doom, so a mixtape came to and hand me over the moon. I created a vibe, my crew was alive. I felt like trap. Then I saw Bone Thugs in the opening act. I knew I was ready for a fact, so I got my tickets in a stack. I knew I needed more, I'd be back. They were so impressed, they said I was the best solo seller. Went to my mom, I couldn't wait to tell her. I went right before Bone, and I was the only one alone. Now every day my music won't. Fuck! One more, just because I know I can do that so smooth. You could get this so smooth. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I would want to go. I'm tripping myself up because I'm thinking it's gonna be so good. I thought there was one more. My bad. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I would want to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes, but then it stopped me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was dope. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff. And with each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use anytime I step into a room. I could cause doom, so a mixer came soon and hand me over the moon. I created a vibe, my crew was alive. I felt like Chuck. Then I saw Bone Thugs in the opening act. I knew I was ready for a fact, so I got my tickets in the stack. I knew I needed more, I'd be back. They were impressed, they said I was best, so went to my mom, couldn't wait to tell. I went right before Bone, I was the only one alone. Now every day I use my pen like the day will come again. I think that sounded nice, but I got one more because I think I sounded a little weird at one point. One point I think I had a little off. Now this is the one where they're like, no questions asked. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland. Back in the days in the city of Cleveland, summer was over and the leaves were leaving. It was hot or straight to the colder season, and it was freezing. And for some reason, I would want to drive 40 minutes in the snow just so I can go and record a new flow over a record that is slow. I even had no plates and no brakes. That didn't stop me from flying through the snowflakes. I was so excited, it was ignited by the shit that I write or wrote. All I know is every word would flow off my tongue, and it was still. I couldn't get enough, so I kept writing stuff. And with each letter, the shit got better. I knew I had a weapon I could use anytime I step into a room. I could cause doom, so a mixer came soon and hand me over the moon. I created a vibe, my crew was alive. I felt like drop. Then I saw Bone Thugs in the opening act. I knew I was ready for a fact, so I got my tickets in the stack. I knew I needed more, I'd be back. They were impressed, they said I was the best solo seller. Went to my mom, I couldn't wait to tell her, so I went right before Bone, and I was the only one alone. Now every day I use my pen like the day will come again. And there you have it. I think we just pulled through that very well. I think we got great verses out of that shit. I showed you an old written from probably started a year and a half ago. Actually, not probably a year and a half ago since it was a year the last time I saw it. But every time I click in it, it'll tell me that time I clicked into it, not the time I wrote the words down. So last time I clicked in it was a year ago. So it was a while. So that was fun to pull out of the vault. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked the video in general. Like and subscribe. Do all that shit for me. please. That'd be dope. Keep watching them. I'll be doing more. I'm gonna keep on advancing in it. Do more shit, different shit. Show you how I write more differently. I'll take suggestions. If y'all leave suggestions, just leave suggestions. I'll do. So thank you for watching. Have a good one. Wait. Every time I do this, I be fucking cutting it. So I don't be showing y'all the fucking thing until after I think of it. Okay. It was the Mac beat. Kind of short. And there's the X beat. And then I got deep into the fucking tribe one. So here's tribe. Quite a bit in that one. Probably twice as long as the other ones. But I had a lot of fun doing that one. I had a lot of fun doing them all. I like writing to everyone's beats. I got hundreds of verses to fucking Mac Miller, and like I said, I've probably wrote to quite a few of the X fucking beats. So I like them a lot. I didn't know Tribe had so many on there. I'm probably gonna start writing more into them. So thank you for watching. Peace.